Alright. This is the result of a random Amazon ad that popped up in my feed one day. I saw it, thought about it, drank a cafe au lait, and pulled the trigger. And here it is. It's the Samyang 8mm fisheye lens. Funny story, I actually had this exact lens throughout high school and I loved it to death. I use it all the time. And then I sold it because I went and just shot only on film for a while, got away from digital. And now it's back in my possession. And today I'm gonna go ahead and check it out and show you guys the capabilities, why I think it's a great lens, and why I think you should buy it because it's so freaking cheap right now. So yeah, let's take it outside and I'll go ahead and show you how it works. It's not too bad actually. In terms of the depth compared to your, what is that, 1728?
28.
Not too light, but not too heavy. So you gotta kind of guesstimate how how close you are.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I super, like, how far am I?
You're like,
whoa, really?
yeah.
What the heck, dude? It's like right here.
You're still in.
Dude.
I don't know. Yeah, the only problem about this is that you have to manually focus everything. So if you don't know the distance, it's in meters and feet though, so not bad. You know?
Oh, they have meters and feet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, check it out. 1.5? This is like 1.5 feet.
Dude, but the thing about this
What?
is that it looks on focus, even if it's like off focus.
true.
Because it's so wide, bro.
Exactly.
It's so nice. Alright, I can shoot 8K video with this one.
8K?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Like a black paper movement, 7/4 to 8 back to back. I'm sitting on Kim and Timberland, nigga, shit your drawers. Special delivery to you and yours. I rep the bitches, he rep the boys. If you rep your hood, then make some noise. I got my eye on the guy in the orange coat. Don't need no queen bee, got the ill deep throat. Let me show you what I'm all about. How I make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. Whoa. Shake up the dice, throw down the ice. Bet it all, play a fucking price. Money ain't a thing, throw it out like rice. Been around the world, I same thing twice.
Right or left? I guess right, huh? No, left.
I just
A little bit.
the caffeine, bro. Kimi ni kireta. The green one is so good. Really? They're on sale too.
Oh, you talking about this the other time, right?
Yeah, so good.
What's so good about it?
It's like, I guess they don't have it, but they have like the non-sugar cafe au lait one. But this one's like the a bit sugar in it. It's super good.
A little bit sweeter?
A little bit sweeter. You know, you need some sweetness in your life.
Let's go. We got this one.
Soy latte, bro.
You gotta keep it healthy, dog.
Okay, I'll keep it healthy. Jesus Christ.
One of the issues about this lens that I don't really like is the fact that it's all manual focus. So every time that I'm setting up a shot, I have to fix, the focus ring. Right now it's set about 1.5 feet. I'm very close to the camera right now. But besides that, if you set it to like a really, really high aperture, is it high aperture or low aperture when it's f/22?
F22?
Yeah. f2.8 is a higher aperture?
F2.8 is higher aperture.
Okay. When you shoot it to a lower aperture, you don't have to worry about it as much. I actually turn off the focus peaking on everything on this. Like I don't even use focus peaking because
Everything will be on focus.
everything is red. You can't tell what even you're taking, you know what I mean? So take off the focus peaking. Besides the manual focus, everything else, I'm getting a lot in. I think I'm getting peace right now. I'm getting all of Yokohama basically. Not bad, right? Not bad at all.
Dude, super wide.
Love it. Great vlogging lens, that's for sure.
It
right?
is, bro, yeah.
Best in the market.
GoPro on steroids.
If this was autofocus,
Oh my gosh.
there must be autofocus.
Must be.
I don't know, I guess it'd be kind of hard
I
though.
see 14 mil, but not the
Not
8
8 mil, yeah. The only thing about this lens is that it's not a full frame lens, so it's actually an APS-C lens. So what you have to do is, if you have a Sony Alpha 7 like this, you can go ahead and put it on APS-C mode, and it'll crop it a little bit. But if you got yourself on the highest settings, then you're fine. Not a big deal. So that's the only thing. You're shooting in sort of like a smaller rectangular than the full frame, obviously, and still, I think it comes out crispy.
I mean, it's pretty clean, to be honest.
Not bad,
You
not
still
bad
can
at all.
shoot 4K. You still can shoot, good quality picture.
Exactly. Slow it down to 120. do a little speed ramping,
Yeah.
you're good to go. I actually had this lens in high school, believe it or not. And I sold it because I didn't really use it that much, but I rebought it. This is the Samyang version, which is the Japanese version, you told me.
Japanese version, yeah.
But I actually had the Rokinon version because I bought it in the States. And I didn't know this, but apparently they're the same.
Exactly the same company.
I had no idea.
Exactly.
Good little fun fact.
Little fun fact.
Little fun fact
with FISHEYE, bro.
Fun fact in Yokohama.
Yeah, dude. It's,
Yeah, I mean,
it's such a beautiful place, though.
great day.
Great day.
Great day. Great lens.
Great lens, great day, great friend, great weather.
Great life.
Great life, man.
What a life. All right, now that we're back in the lab, let's go ahead and talk about why I think this is a great lens. Right before I jump into the specs, please go ahead, if you enjoy this video, click subscribe, turn on post notifications, and go ahead and like this video. That helps me the most in this algorithm, and it helps me grow the channel. Also check out my Instagram, it's @gakuyen. I'll go ahead and link it as well. I post daily reels, photos, instances of this fisheye lens more as we go along, so definitely check that out. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Now getting onto why I think you should go ahead and buy this immediately. You should go ahead and go on Amazon, type this in, click one-click purchase, and ship this to your place right now. Number one, for really the specs, I'll kind of run through them really quickly. This has an f2.8 to f22 range of aperture, so it gets a pretty good depth of field once you get to the f2.8 range. In terms of focusing, this is one of the biggest points that kind of is bothersome, but once you get used to it, it's not a big deal. It goes from essentially infinity up until 3.5 feet or 1 meter. Anything in this range will completely be fine focused. So if you're taking landscapes or kind of wide angle views of certain settings, it's fine. It takes a 180-degree kind of frame of whatever you're taking, and so you can get a lot of things pretty widely in focus. You can get super close to this lens, which is awesome, and it gives a great depth of field. However, when you get to closer subjects, between 1 meter, 3.5 feet, and up to the lens, that's when you need to start manually focusing this lens. This lens is not an automatic focus lens, at least this iteration of it, which is why it's so cheap. However, once you get used to it, it's not too bad. The one thing about focusing while using the Sony a7 III, for instance, is that when you turn focus peaking on, it's kind of rendered useless just because most things are in focus, and so the screen is majority red and I can't tell what's not in focus. So I actually turn focus peaking off when using this lens. After a few uses of this lens, don't be too worried about manual focus. You'll get used to it. It's not too hard. You'll kind of know that. You'll kind of jump from 1 foot, which is like right up to the lens, to like a medium between 1 foot and 3.5 feet, which is kind of like a portrait distance, and then everything else up to infinity, you can just set it on infinity and it'll be good to go. Additionally, with the focusing aspect of it, this lens is an APS-C lens, and so what that means is that you cannot shoot this with its full potential on a full frame camera. It's going to show a narrower field of view, and so what you need to do on a Sony specifically is set it to APS-C mode, and that'll go ahead and crop it for you. While you won't have as large of a megapixel kind of output while using this lens, I found it for especially Instagram, or even, I mean, I use it for even professional shoots now. I don't have an issue with the actual performance of this lens, but just know that it is an APS-C lens. You can use it on your Sony full frame camera or whatever full frame camera that you may use. However, it will crop, so just know that. Additionally, it is made out of plastic, which I think is fantastic because it keeps it super light. When I put this on the Sony, the whole build of the whole setup is very light, and it's great for vlogging. And so if I were to use a vlogging camera, I'd highly recommend getting this lens for someone on a budget. So the main point, what is this lens best for? I think this lens is best for capturing products, portraits, and also for vlogging. As you can see in today's video, that I use this a lot for vlogging. It's really, really nice. If you have a gimbal, it's easier because you won't have as much shaking. You can set this on a gimbal on your setup and you'll have a great image quality, kind of akin to older skate videos. I don't think it's as annoying as a GoPro, shooting an entire video on GoPro, but using this in conjunction with a regular sort of lens, I think you can create very, very cool videos. Let me go ahead and roll a couple clips to show you how I utilize this lens to create interesting 3D photography in some projects I did recently. So yeah, right now it's going on Amazon for 250 bucks. That's it. You can probably find this on eBay used for cheaper than that. I bought mine in Japan on some weird time sale for $110. So you can find it for cheaper, but even 250 bucks, I think this is a great lens for that price. A great budget lens. I think it does a fantastic job in creating interesting imagery. If you're kind of getting tired of your regular fixed focus lens and you're looking for something that spins a little bit in the different direction than other lenses and gives you great results and makes interesting images. I'd highly recommend this lens. If you want to see more instances of me using this lens, more examples, go ahead and follow me again on my Instagram, that's @gakuyen, and please stay tuned to this channel. I might do a follow-up video on this lens in the future. And thanks for watching up until now. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.